Well, I have about an hour of free time, so I'm going to give this a little more of my effort and see how far I can get busting this down to pieces. After knocking a chunk of this wood off, I pretty much figured out why this won't split. Look at this grain. It's all swirly. So when I hit it with the maul, it's not going to split clean. This is just all, I don't know what they call this, but the wood is like, the ligaments have sprung and they're all twisted up like a knot. That's why this won't split. So this particular end of the log, I'm probably just going to have to cut it into what I call BTU blocks. That's where you take the chainsaw and just cut it into chunks because it's not going to split. Now this end over here is a little cleaner, nice straight grain, as you can see if you look at it really close. So this is going to split pretty easy. So I'm going to concentrate on this end because the other end's just going to be nothing but frustration. So I'm going to beat the crap out of this, get this all apart as far as I can up towards that end, and then start cutting that into BTU blocks. I'm going to need my gas chainsaw. This electric one is just handy because it's cold out. My other saw's in the shed and it's ice cold and it's all stiff and all gummed up. So I'm just using the electric because it's more convenient, not to play around with it too much. But for right now, the path of least resistance is this DeWalt electric chainsaw. I'm not saying it's wimpy, it's just this piece of wood is just too big for it. But I can make some inroads, just get started on warming up my skills to get this stuff taken care of. I mean, there's a lot more to do here. And that little electric chainsaw is just going to get beat to hell trying to use it all on this stuff. So it's for smaller things. I just wanted to get some inroads on this endeavor. So that's where I am. I started cutting it in shorter lengths and it pops right off because there's not so much length along the grain to split. So you see over here I have kind of a wide cut. Where this I decided to quarter it. That seems to be working better. Now I'm limited on how far that saw can reach. So I have to cut down into that corner as far as I can and then pop the wood off. And when I run out of kerf, which is what that saw cuts, I got to cut down a little deeper and then split it some more. So I got to cut it, split it, cut it, split it, right along that seam. So as long as I do that, this stuff will come apart. But this is vastly underpowered for the job I got here. Like I said, I have a gas chainsaw. I'm gonna dig that out next. But I just wanted to see how far I could get technique-wise with that electric and with the splitter. Trying to split apart something this big is really tough with any method you use. You just got to keep at it, whittle it away. So I'll go along as far as I can today. These batteries for the saw don't last too long. I got one on the charger now, and I'm going to use this one up till it's had it. And just whittle away at it. I think this one's going to be much easier because it doesn't have any weird grain on it. I think this second piece is going to come apart much more easily. But what I'll do is I'll use my gas chainsaw, cut this into rounds, and then bash it apart. For this one here, this is just kind of piecemeal. But you got to start somewhere. Got a pretty good pile all bashed apart here. So I'm going to clean this up, put it away. So here's today's proceeds. Doesn't look like much, but it's forward motion nonetheless. This parts that I took off, that's about 45 minutes worth of work. That's not too bad.